I'm a beauty professional, med spa operator, franchise owner, and director of education at HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. As a mother of 3 boys and immigrant business owner, it is important for me to have a steady and sustainable source of income that transcends economic, government, or public health uncertainties and instability like the global pandemic we are still recovering from. That is why HD Pro Global has created multiple systems that allows my team and I to train, educate, certify, and establish independent med spa operators like us all over the globe. For more information, check out our website to attend a free webinar to get started on your path to continuous success, no matter what is going on in your part of the world. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you. it. That's what we know how to do. I don't know how to determine why the time is going by so fast, why the days kind of roll around quickly. But one thing I do know how to is encourage you. I know how to motivate you. I know how to inspire you. I know how to get you trained, coach, whatever you need to do to get you moving forward in the right direction. That part, I got you. So let's go. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Night Live with Dr. OJ, the Med Spa professor. This is the night where we show up everywhere. We are omnipresent tonight. We are on TikTok. We are Instagram. We're on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Everywhere is going ablaze with us tonight. And we're super excited to be back here again today. Super grateful to all of you guys, really, because we would not do this without you. Thank you, everyone who's joining us. Let me give a shout out to Amy Jacobs, J. Anthony Grant, Joe Mack. Hey, Daddy J, how now? How far? What's happening? DJ Freaky TTT on the ones and the twos, my friend. Thank you for joining me. Onya Show Designs. Yes. Welcome, everybody. I have amazing friends on TikTok. You know what? TikTok, honestly, I know I say this every week, but good enough. Sometimes I doubt myself. Sometimes I get into that mind space, and it's a mind space. And we're going to talk about that tonight. Why it's so important for you to continually work on your mind, continually work on developing yourself. Hey, JMK3, thanks for the follow. Thank everyone for following and liking and sharing. Please share this live. We want to bring some more people in here because this is a great conversation we're going to have tonight. So everybody needs to have confidence, but confidence does not come naturally to a lot of people. You know, when you talk about creating the life of your dreams, hello, good evening. When you talk about creating the life of your dreams, it is not accidental. We know there is destiny. We know that there are certain things that have been put in place before you came to this earth. For those of you, my faith brothers and sisters who believe in a higher power, I do too. I believe in a higher source. But do you know what I believe in more? Is the fact that the higher source that has put us here, which for me is God, actually expects us to work with Him to create the life that we want. And how do you do that if you don't have confidence in yourself? How do you begin to even imagine that you can create something if you don't have confidence to believe that you're able to do it? So that's where the confidence mindset comes in. It's not just confidence in walking in a room and showing up and letting everybody know you're here. It's not just confidence in talking to people. It's not just confidence when it comes to presenting your ideas, maybe in a business situation. It's literally having the confidence to live life every single day on your own terms. Having the confidence to not allow fear, anxiety, and everything else that's going on in the world to overshadow what it is that you know that you're supposed to be doing. Having the confidence to pivot and change directions, not changing your goal, but kind of moving around directions to figure out the best way to get to your destination. If one thing is not working well, or if it's not working as well as it should, having the confidence to pick yourself up and say, okay, let me try something else, not getting stuck in one position. On the 1st of August, I shared a post that talked about, it's a Chinese proverb that talks about, well, it was a Chinese proverb, yes. It talks about
Don't be afraid of going slow. Don't let that scare you. If you're moving too slow and you feel like you're not moving fast enough, that's not where your worry should be. Your concern should be when you are standing still, like a tree. Like when you are in one position, you are rooted. Thank you, John Clark. Like you're rooted like a tree. That is when you need to do. That is when the alarm needs to be going off in your head. And sometimes when we talk about standing still, do not mistake your progress. Maybe just because it doesn't look like somebody else's progress, don't mistake it for you standing still. Because growth happens in so many different ways. Sometimes when you're building your life, when you're building the life of your dreams, you will experience growth, first of all, in your mind. You're going to realize that you are thinking different. In fact, that is where the growth should happen first, because anything that happens in the physical, we should all be aware that it has to happen in the spiritual space first. And for those of you who think I'm kind of going woo woo wah wah, yes, it is woo woo, because we are all woo woo people. Every single one of us is a spirit being. Hello, hello. You are all spirit beings. You're not just physical shells of body, mass, flesh, skin, fat, whatever, muscle running around this space like you don't have any other substance on the inside of you. No, you're not. You are a spiritual being. So anything that's going to happen for you in your physical space has to first transact in the spirit realm. And the spirit realm actually includes your mind space. That is where you create everything. That is where a lot of the conversations are started. That is where a lot of the ideas pop up. That is where everything begins to manifest. And whatever your mind begins to tell your spirit and your soul, and the stories that you begin to tell, the movie that you're playing in your mind, that is what your physical existence is going to manifest. So even if you're not seeing progress in the physical space yet, let me put yet as an emphasis, like yet, because it will happen. It does not mean that change and movement is not happening. As long as you know, I know, as long as we know we're doing the work. Trust me, having confidence is a daily practice. Some days I have to psych myself up so much to get out of bed and say, okay, you got this today. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't worry about all of the mess ups and the hiccups and all of the things that didn't quite come through, or all of the things that didn't quite fall into place, or all of the expectations that were not met. And sometimes I just have to really psych myself and get myself out of bed to face another day with confidence. That doesn't mean I'm going out into the world and talking to people. That confidence just means I am just being able to focus on doing what I need to do for myself for that day. It requires confidence. It requires confidence for you to show up at that job every day, doing what you need to do, even though you know that the environment might be toxic. It might not be quite compatible to the way that you want to work or to the way that you want to grow, but you still show up with confidence and do your absolute best, because that's what you're called to do. Confidence is being a mom, being the best mom or the best dad that you can, even though you're not able to provide everything that your kids want you to. Oftentimes parents, like even as moms, even as myself as an example, I feel bad when my kids want something and I feel like I have to tell them to wait a little bit, or I have to put it off to do something else, which no matter how wealthy you are, that might just be a factor of you don't have the time to get it done. So those children have to wait until you have time, because you have to sacrifice building an empire for them to have a good life later on. So it might not even be the resources that is the problem. It might just be the availability of you. Just one of you. You can't split yourself in two, so your children have to wait. You have to put them in the back burner, not because you want to, but you do it with confidence because you tell yourself, this is important. This is what is necessary for now. And you don't fall down feeling guilty or you don't feel bad so much that you're not able to function. When you're guilty and you're guilt ridden and you're burdened and you're not really excited and you feel bad for disappointing someone or letting some people down, it inhibits your ability to perform well in other areas. So that might affect your confidence at work. So for you to be able to ginger yourself and gear yourself and talk to yourself in the mirror and look at yourself and say, look, we're not doing that today. We have so much on the line. We are going to focus on what is necessary and we're going to get it done. So confidence is necessary for creating the life of our dreams and being able to create your life by design. Are you kidding me? Do you for one moment imagine that the people that seem to be doing really, really good, the people that seem to have those lives, the life that we all look at, the social media highlight reel that we all look at and we're like, I wish, do you think it just fell on their lap? We don't see the backstory. That's the irony of social media. We don't see the backstory. We only see the part where things seem to be popping off. We see the part where the applause is so loud because that's what we are programmed to share with the world. We're not programmed to share our struggles. When we're struggling and when things are still coming together, we're not programmed to share that. So confidence mindset is understanding that your journey is not my journey. And I have to be okay with going down the path that God has set for me. Or I have to be okay with going down the path that I have chosen for myself and live with it. Yes. Sometimes you have to just tell yourself that and build the confidence to follow through. Sometimes we make choices. Imagine two kids born on the same day, twins, paternal twins. I don't know which ones look alike. Those ones that really look alike, those type of twins. I don't know. I don't want to mislead you guys. Those twins that are born the same day at the same time or maybe a few seconds apart, and they look so alike. Each one decides to take a different path to live their lives. One twin ends up being well married, great family, great life, great everything. And the other twin who looks just like the twin, whether brother or sister, ends up with a life that is not so ideal. And it just doesn't seem to look like things are working out for this person. Are you going to say that the twin whose life is not working out so well made a wrong decision? It might just be that it's going to require other methods. It's going to require additional timing. It's going to require I don't know, honestly. When it comes to these things, I don't try to diagnose the situation. Because honestly, who's to say what is what for everybody's journey? But who's going to look at those two sets of twins born on the same day, one with a great life, one with a not so great life, and then blame the other one and assume that maybe they make the wrong choice? What if they didn't make the wrong choice? What if they just have to stick with it a little longer? What if their path to greatness is taking them in a different direction? What if their path to greatness is not supposed to look like what the other person's life looks like? You know, Martin Luther King said something. He said, not everyone's going to be famous. Which is true, right? Even though social media today, we can all be social media famous, right? You can go viral with one video and then stuff like that. That's just a joke. But not everyone's going to be famous, but everyone can be great. So just because your life is not manifesting the standard for greatness that we have set for ourselves. And besides, let me ask this question, please. Who's setting those standards? Who's making those rules? Who's saying that the amount of money in your bank account is your claim to success, is your measurement to success, or the amount of friends you have or followers you have on social media is your claim to influence, or whatever it is that all those standards that we set and all those parameters that we put in place, and we allow people to say, okay, this is the box that you need to be in. If you don't fit in this box, then you're just not fitting into the status quo. Who's making those rules? Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is a measure of service. How are you serving the world around you? Service actually is a way that you can use your gifts every day, and that is your path to wealth and riches. Sometimes we talk about wealth and riches in dollars and pounds and currency and all of the asset base. Yes, those things are great. I will never, ever, ever stand here and tell you that it's not good to be rich. Boy, that's a delusion. You need to be extremely wealthy. You need to focus on building wealth and riches, because it allows you to do more with your life. It allows you to do more for the people that you're called to serve. The results that your life produces puts you in a better position to help other people. So wealth and riches is fully approved by me. And I know for a fact that it is fully approved by God. But it's not a measure of success, because so many people acquire these things, but yet they don't live a life that impacts the next person. It's all about them. Once they get out of life what they want, they keep it moving, and they don't even worry about what the next person is concerned about or how they can use it to impact the lives of those around them. So they say, not everyone can be famous, but everyone can be great, because greatness is a measure of service. So when we talk about confidence, mindset, and greatness and success and all of these things, just living your life successfully every single day requires confidence. It requires you to be confident in your ability, requires you to show up to your commitment. What commitments have you made to yourself that you're not showing up to because you feel like it's not working? You feel like nobody's showing up to your life. Or so if you've done it 2 or 3 times, nobody showed up, nobody supported me, I don't think this is for me. That is lack of confidence in what you set out to do. Because if you have confidence in your gifts and your abilities and your assignment, trust me, you will keep showing up in spite of what or whoever. You will keep showing up every single day. A confident mindset is very, very necessary. For you to gain clarity on your purpose, you have to be confident in what it is that you want to do anyway. If you're trying to run a business and you're not clear on what it is that business needs to have, how do you then develop confidence to sell it to the next person? How do you develop confidence to believe in the product that you're selling? Confidence is necessary to create with God every day. We are co-creators with God. We are not equal with God. Don't misunderstand me and don't get this messaging wrong. No. We carry the Spirit of God in us, but we are not equal with Him. He is still the greater source. He is the higher source every single time. Remember that. So if you are co-creating with God and God is telling you, look, this life that I have given you here, I expect you to be fruitful and multiply. Here are the talents that I've given you. Here is your gift and your ability. And He says every time we need Him, we can call on Him. He says He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. He is always with us at all times. But He requires of us to be very, very, very judiciously responsible with everything that He has given us. So that way, as we are doing our part, He's doing His part and He's supporting. And He's allowing everything that we want to manifest. And that is where discipline has to come in, where you get to discipline your mind space, where you get to tell yourself the things that you need to focus on, where you get to allow yourself to take in information that moves you in the right direction, information that creates an environment for the life that you want to create for yourself. You don't spend all your time on social media scrolling through feeds, watching things that really bring down your spirit or things that get you anxious and get you nervous. And then you go on the news, you watch the news so much and you take in all that negative news, and then you go and then you're just all over the place. And then you expect that your spirit man is going to be calm and able to produce. No, your spirit has taken in too much. You fed it all the wrong things. You have not allowed your spirit to take in the right information. And all of those things come together to curate the environment in your mind. It curates the thought processes that you begin to play back and the way your mind works. You surround yourself with people who are really up to no good every day. People who are not challenging you to do or be better. People who are not putting the positive things that you need into your life. And the people who you're not able to learn from, or they're able to learn from you. You know, you're surrounding yourself in that kind of low-level environment. And you expect that your mind is going to grow. You expect that your mind is going to be confident. No, your mind is never going to be confident to create the life of your dreams. Your mind is going to be all over the place. It's going to be just scattered all over the place, like just all over the place. I had to say that so fast, all over the place. And you know, the reason I can really share this with you is these are things that even I myself, I get to walk through every day. You know what I learned a long time ago, not too long ago actually, is you don't know what you don't know. You know, coming from certain societies, we think we know everything, or we think that the extent to which we've been exposed to is the exhaustion of knowledge and information. But what I know now is you just don't know what you don't know. And what you don't know can really hurt you. So what do you need to do? You need to be in search, in pursuit of knowledge. You need to be in search, in pursuit of wisdom. You need to be in search, in pursuit of things that would develop you as a person. Personal development is a way to build up your mind, to build up your ability to be strong in your mind. And that allows you to catch those things that bring you down fast. It raises your awareness, because awareness is key. Because when you're not aware, it's like somebody who is in prison and he does not know that he's in prison. And then somebody is saying, can't you see you're in prison? Can't you get out of that prison cell? See, the gates are open. And he's looking at you like, what you talking about? I'm fine, just here. He has absolutely no awareness of being stuck in a jail cell, because it's probably been programmed in his mind to accept what has been given to him. So awareness is key. Being aware that this information, when I tune into certain channels or maybe going to certain spaces and I start hearing certain things, once I listen for a little bit, I'm like, no, this is not what I need to listen to. I bring myself out of that space, because I know what is going to happen afterwards. If I allow myself to get immersed in that environment and I take in all of that negative information and the energy, it's going to completely disrupt my flow for the next day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Emmy Joel O2. Thank you. Thank you. It's going to completely disrupt my flow. So it's not a game of perfection, guys. It's a game of progress. Every single day you're making progress to build confidence in your mind. You have to have confidence in your skills. I have a lot of skills that I use to work. I have a lot of skills that I use to impact the world around me. But in order for me to show up without feeling criticized, without feeling overly, without feeling some type of way, trust me, I've been accused of so many things. Oh, you think you're better than this? You think you know so much? You do too much? Initially, it used to bother me a lot. It used to bother me because I'm like, don't these people understand that I have so much to give on the inside of me? That's why I get to do so much. But after I learned and I began to understand who I am, like the I am within me is a polymath. I am one of those very few people who has one gift and one gift and one gift, has the ability to do a lot of things and do them really well, has the ability to provide solutions with the things I have to offer. I was like, oh, so people like me actually exist. Like, I'm not like a weirdo. I'm actually a specific type of human being. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, all good then. Let's roll with it. Let's rock with it. Guess what? That knowledge, that realization, it boosted my confidence. It allowed me to, whatever you got to say, that's on you. It ain't on me. That's not on me. Guess what? I'm going to just keep showing up for myself. I ain't showing up for you. I wasn't sent to you. You're not my audience. You're not my people. My people are out there waiting on me, and somebody is going to lose if I don't keep winning with confidence. So guess what? I show up every day. Some days my confidence will feel like, oh, I don't feel like doing this today. That's another confidence stealer. That emotion, oh my God, emotional intelligence. Anybody? Hey, peace, my friend. Emotional intelligence. Sometimes it will show up when your emotions want to take over. When you say, I don't feel like feeling. This feeling thing that will be stealing your confidence. Forget that feeling. You have to be emotionally intelligent. Be aware. Learn about emotional intelligence. Because even when you don't feel like showing up, it does not take you out of the responsibility for showing up. You know, I don't feel like doing, okay, you don't feel like it, but guess what? You are responsible. So you need to get up and show up anyway. Those are the things that steal your confidence. Because if you give yourself the out of saying, I don't feel like showing up, and then you don't show up one time, And then another thing, I don't feel like showing up. You don't show up 2 times. Before you know it, your confidence for pursuing that goal will die. And guess what? There was somebody on the other side that was waiting to receive what you carry, that was waiting to receive the message, that was waiting to be served by the service that you were bringing to the table. Somebody that was waiting to buy from you what you were selling. And that person will either go somewhere else, or they will miss out on the value that you could truly offer them. Because the reality of the matter is, even when people go elsewhere to get what you don't give them, they're still missing out on something unique that you have to offer. Because every single one of us, we are uniquely made. We have a unique proposition value. I call it the UPV. I don't know why I came up with that, but I love those words. Unique proposition value. Something that is written within your blueprint. Thank you so much, Mr. John Clark. You were so great. Thanks for the engagement. I love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. You are uniquely made with your fingerprints, your blueprints. So whatever you have to offer, nobody can offer it like you. Nobody can talk like Dr. O. Nobody can be animated like me. Your voice is high pitched one moment and you bring it down, and I have and I get excited, and nobody can do it like me. And that's okay, because I was uniquely made to be this way. And I have embraced that person. The I am within me. I have embraced the I am. So every day I wake up, I'm like, I am. Whatever it is that I want to be that day, which is not like I'm a different person every day, if you know what I mean. I'm not like schizophrenic and nothing like that. But the I am within me allows me to co-create with him every single day. So when I say I am, the higher source, it says, yes, you are, daughter. Yes, you are. And if I choose and say I'm not, it's like, oh, that's so sad. But well, if that's what you're choosing to do, I have to oblige you. I have to oblige you. I cannot go against your spirit, because I have given you a free will to choose. So we have to understand how this world works, how confidence works, how dealing with the Almighty works. We are co-creating the life of our dreams with him. Yes, he has a plan. He says, I know the plans that I have for you, plans of good, not of evil, to give you a future and a hope and expected end. All of those promises are there, yes, but they only manifest based on your cooperation with him. So if you're not cooperating, all you say, you're feeling your way through life. You're feeling like and you're not feeling like. You're saying, yes, it's great today. Tomorrow is not great. You're saying, oh, the recession is here. Tomorrow, oh my God, I'm abundant. And it's like, okay, which is it? Which is it? Pick a side and stick to it. It's like Twix, right? Pick a side. Twix people, they're telling you pick a side, okay? Even though they're selling the 2 sides in one packet. You see that marketing? It's so crazy. I love it though. So pick a side. The Almighty is telling you pick a side. The I am within you, the source within you is obliging you every single desire you have. So pick a side. Pick the side where your mind is disciplined, where you're full of confidence. It's not an easy thing. It is a daily grind, daily practice. I'm telling you, you don't even understand the kind of discipline that it requires to build that type of mentality. Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, he says he has the Mamba mentality. You know, I was talking to my kids the other day. I said, what do you guys understand by the Mamba mentality? When someone has a Mamba mentality, they were telling me all kinds of things. I said, you know, the Mamba mentality could also be P1's mentality. It could be P2's mentality. It could be P3's mentality. It's Dr. OJ's mentality. All he's saying is, I have a mentality that I refuse to be less than the greatness that I know I was created to be. So I do the most. I do all that I can. Even when I don't feel like it, I get up and I go, because that is the mindset of a winner. That is the mindset that creates an exceptional life. The life that people can look at. Now he's gone. People still talk about him. People still look at his playbook and say, that was Kobe's playbook, and they still want to use it. Are you kidding me? Do you know what it takes to build a life that people want to model themselves after? It takes a lot. It's not easy. So when you see people in their greatness, be very careful to wish for it. Are you willing to work for it? You can't just wish for it. You can't just assume that it's going to transfer to you just by, oh, I love it. No. Let me go a little bit segue before I round up my talk. For those of us who are single, yeah, my single sisters, my single brothers, talking about, oh, I want a high-valued man. I want me a high-valued woman. I want me a lady and a freak in the bed and all this. I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all know I had to go there, right? Y'all know I had to go there. Like with me, please, no holds barred, you know. I try to be proper, but sometimes I just got to go there. You want all these things, but do you realize that everything you want in a person, let me shock you, and I know it's not a shock. I hope you know this already. I really hope you know this. Everything you want in a person, you have to be ready to be that person. You have to be all of those things so that whatever it is you're wanting in somebody else, you get to attract it. You don't just get to demand it. You don't just get to pray for it. You don't just get to write a wish list. You get to become it. You know, Zig Ziglar said, you don't get out of life what you want. I wish we could. You get out of life who you are. So who are you becoming? Because life will give you reciprocity. It says you're great. Here is greatness. You're rich. Here is wealth. You're prosperous. Here is the prosperity. Everything life gets to hand to you is because you have become that thing. You have become that person. So confidence mindset is a necessity for building and creating the life of your dreams, the life that you want to see happen. It has to start from you just having confidence in your mind, building up that confidence every day to show up, to do whatever is needed, to develop those disciplines, to have those habits. I'm reading a book right now called Atomic Habits. If you want to pick it up, it's great. It's great. It's a great book to read, Atomic Habits. Those little things that you do every single day and you take it for granted, it shapes your life, whether for good or for bad. Atomic habits can go the wrong way too. You can have atomic habits that eventually culminate into a lifestyle of failure, total failure and destruction. And you can have atomic habits that culminate into a life of extraordinary greatness. Something bigger than, thank you. So yes, it is. Something bigger than you've ever dreamed of before. So invest in developing yourself to have a confident mindset, because that great life that we're all praying and wishing for, it's right on the other side of the person we need to become. Simple and straightforward. That's the summary of my story. I've spoken for like 30 something minutes, but really all I was trying to tell y'all, all I've been trying to say is the great life, the life of your dreams that you want is on the flip side of the person that you need to become. Okay? All right? Okay? All right? Okay? Have I served you today or what? Oh my God, I hope I have. I really do hope I have. I'm really grateful. Thank you, Mr. John Clark. Great participation from you on Instagram. Let me see my TikTokers. Follow Zini Luxurious Skincare. Everybody coming through. Oh my God, I got a rose. Hey, Emmy Joe O2. Thanks for the rose. Oh, thank you, John Clark. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. I don't take it lightly and I don't take it for granted, but I really appreciate it and I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to have this platform and to be able to share myself with the world around me every Wednesday live. But guys, listen, what I need from you guys tonight is just some social digital currency. Go to my YouTube channel, Dr. OJ Speaks TV, and subscribe. Yes, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We have programming every week, every Friday. Every Wednesday we come live, but every Friday we premiere a new show. And of course, on all my social media platforms as well, I'm sure you will find something on every social media platform to serve a need that you have. My HD Pro Global platform on TikTok and Instagram, we have so many amazing services, training programs, curriculums that can help you start learning to earn in 90 days or less. Let me repeat that and say it slowly. We can help you learn to earn for a lifetime in 90 days or less. Check out our link in our bio for more information. Book a consultation with one of our team members and get started on your journey to the medical aesthetic industry. That's where I play in and I love it so very much. Thank you for everything that you guys do to support and love on me. I appreciate it. All right, guys, until next time again, see you guys next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Subscribe and turn your notification on so that you'll be aware once I go live every Wednesday, and you'll be aware once we premiere our shows every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we have our podcast as well. Yes, podcast. I forgot about that. It's Minding the Business That Pays You, where I give you amazing business strategies, tools, tips, tricks, errors, mistakes, everything that I have learned in 17 years of being an entrepreneur, and just sharing all of that information and that experience with you guys to help save you time, money, energy while you're building the business that pays you. That's my podcast, 60 Seconds with Dr. OJ, on every single podcast platform. So you can go subscribe to that as well. All right, y'all, that's all I got for you tonight. Once again, thanks to everyone on every social platform for joining me. See you next week. Oh, bye, guys.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. She's old, yeah. So many of us got what to say, but we don't have the means, but we can listen, yeah. Things that we sharpen our vision, yeah. Oh yeah. Negativity getting out the way. Now listening to us that we bring life, yeah. Plus it's got the voice of an angel, yeah. Dr. OJ, visionary, extraordinary. That burning like giving joy to the helpless. We sitting bringing life to the dream. Yeah, so we are rooted and happy and she's so yeah. Transforming one life at a time. With the best voice that you have, the OJ keep on speaking for us. You're the voice we want to hear. You have the positivity. Dr. OJ keep on speaking.